The Octopus. What could that possibly mean, guys? Is that code for something?
The
Octopus.
I think so. No.
I don't know.
Jessica's got her hands in everything. I don't know.
That's right.
I mean, she's really screwed right now because she just got arrested.
That's right.
Yes.
She did not kill that person, but what
Absolutely not. She's
timing.
I know,
Looks like she did,
know. But you know what? She's got an alibi. She was with Trish. You know.
She feels so guilty. I mean, she already has her own demons. She's been fighting for a while, especially this season. It's been really hard for her.
Right.
And now I remember her chanting at the end or something that I didn't do that or it wasn't me or something like that,
me.
right?
That's not me. That's
So
not me.
I hope she doesn't break down, feel guilty, and then kind of act like she did it or wasn't sure. Like, who knows? Because she's mentally unstable right now. There's too much crap going on, and who knows? I really hope not. But can you imagine if she gets interrogated and then she's like, well, well, it wasn't me. I don't think it was me, you know? I don't know, just the way she was chanting
I think
that.
she's going to get depressed, but I think she's going to be adamant that it wasn't her. And I think hopefully Jerry is in, you know, she gets wind of it, catches wind of it, and she comes and, you know, bails her out or something, or becomes her attorney for it.
I hope so. I think
with her own demons herself.
Exactly. And I'm hoping that she'll do better as well. You know, it seems like she's on a better rapport with Jessica now, kind of. So.
Yeah, trying to get after her partners.
Mm-hmm. That's right, yeah.
So I think we're just going to get right into this episode, guys. What do you think?
I'd love to. I want to see.
And if you guys want to see the next episode, you can check out our Patreon in the links below, because we have full reactions that come out a lot earlier on our Patreon before YouTube. And any help there really helps us out a lot, especially subscribing and giving the video a thumbs up. We love you guys.
Yay.
We love you. All right, we're watching on Netflix 205. Imagine how claustrophobic that would be too. That sucks. Can't win.
Okay, so she took it all. I thought it would be there at the scene.
Now it's a party.
They will lump me in with that maniac, and they will start pinning every unsolved crime on me, because that's what they do.
You are far from my biggest concern at the moment.
It's okay.
Watch her be pregnant or something.
I'm here.
Maybe that stuff too she was taking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right, definitely.
She's actually carrying.
She's just reminiscing about the old days.
We've got a big day today. We've got to choose the right wardrobe.
Oh, see, that's what it is.
For what?
How long have I been asleep?
Jessica is in jail, which is where she should be. We don't know if she killed that poor man.
Of course she didn't.
Well, either way, she's got that.
She was with her.
Either way.
For her anyway. Cable news, Pats. This is big time. They wanted to meet with you.
It's all gone.
Yeah, your computer, our files, everything IGH.
Shit.
Look at these locks around her.
Apparently, I'm alienating. It's time to earn your 20%.
She's listening. That's good.
Yeah.
You're in charge of Alias. Don't mess it up.
No pressure.
So tranquil, so stark contrast.
Who dat? You're dead.
We were walking past, he heard it and calmed right down.
Oh no.
Would you mind if we came in and listened? Honestly, I could use a break.
Kidnap and then you go away.
Now, how's she gonna play the piano too?
That's a lot to ask. I don't know. Just to come in and be like, hey,
come on,
can you play for me? Maybe
and
not.
give her the baby. I don't think so.
Oh, does she have like rage fits or something?
She's trying to keep her cool.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill you, but it's time.
Oh boy.
No, get out.
Yeah, get out. See,
She's trying to contain herself.
Get out. Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa. Good thing she got the baby out then. Whoa.
Holy crap.
Comfortable in your new digs?
Like a veal for slaughter.
Your lawyer tells us you'll want to make a statement.
She's stronger. A lot stronger.
You got a name on her?
Not yet. The best I can do is tell you everything I know.
Your words, not mine.
Get that out of my face. I spent years trying to unsee that shit.
Just help me try to understand something. If the powered woman that we're looking for killed Luann, then why? But you have to trust me. This is what we do. Start at the beginning.
Confession day.
That's it? I'm free to go?
Well, if I had my way, I think you two are working together. You know how you people like to team up.
There's a few of us here remember what Kilgrave did in this precinct.
Yeah, that was so disturbing.
That was terrible.
Gun to my head. The dream stopped the day you took that asshole out.
Nice.
Right, see?
So you're a
Did you
hero
help?
of sorts.
Oh, God, yeah.
Did you ever read the story of the Giving Tree as a kid? The tree ends up a dead stump. I'm not anxious to go there any sooner than I have to. Don't engage with him, Jessica.
I can't believe they let you out.
I can't believe they didn't arrest you for stealing all my
He's trying to
shit.
start
I
stuff
heard
so you
everything
get in
did
trouble.
today. What are you gonna do, huh? Take me out too? I've seen you in action.
Oh, say, don't do that.
I've seen that look in
He
your eye. You're a
did the
killer.
wrong. He
Yes, right.
Go steal someone else's cases. You know what? Go beat off in the corner because I don't give a dead moose's last shit. I'm gonna find the actual killer.
All right, good for you, Jessica.
I'll buy you a new one.
I was gonna say,
is.
okay. Oh.
Looks good though, huh?
Come on, they took my booze too.
It's there on the counter. Look on the bookshelf.
Oh, calm down.
Thank
Nice
God.
to meet.
That's David Kowecki. He was the janitor at IGH. Luann's body was found in his apartment. He straight up confessed to the murder, but
You think I could forget the woman who almost crippled me? You think I don't see her face every time I close my eyes?
hey, take a break.
Can you watch her go into your door?
She is special.
Tell her you're my associate.
Wait, did you just promote me?
Maybe.
Does it come with a raise?
I'm so happy he's like a main character.
I like him so much.
I thought he
she
was
took
done
off.
the first. Oh, see, you didn't watch. She probably didn't even go in there.
You found her.
How lucky is that?
Oh, selling your stuff.
Before you find a pawn shop that'll take a hot TV.
Take my chances on my own.
Yeah, and what, your big idea is to sell my TV for a couple of bucks?
Love to get out of town.
You don't want to climb on board? Be the bait in the water.
Don't throw the TV.
I'll do whatever it takes.
See?
Oh, you stink. Oh, jeez.
I don't think the woman that saved Vito's life is capable of murder. I still owe you for that.
About that, I may need to collect.
You want me to commit you?
As a therapist. And let's say
Make
that
an ID.
I needed the right ID.
That's a big ask.
I know.
Sure.
Nice drawing.
Don't smile.
It's a good picture.
Okay, let's not keep them waiting.
Wow, just completely different directions now.
Mother, if this is another intervention, please, I don't need it.
No. This
Oh.
morning will be our little secret.
He was.
Oh, how naive am I?
Oh,
Yeah,
how
wait.
romantic.
See, and he sounded like a bad guy before. And
Yes.
Your hand is naked.
Oh, this is so sweet.
Yeah.
The red room is because I'm crying.
I'm asking you to marry me.
Oh. Oh, God.
Oh. She doesn't look happy.
Oh, that was so sweet, but yeah, I don't know.
It's very awkward, huh?
How was jail?
You're so
Gosh, Mama. Get out of here.
Took some sneaking around. Hacking into a computer for her contacts, but she's worth it.
That's why he did that. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
She keeps having that distant stare.
Can we go somewhere and talk?
Oh,
It's okay. It'll work out.
I hope it's okay.
I'm her associate, Malcolm Dugas.
I didn't realize that Jessica had associates.
Well, I just got promoted. Just keep an eye on your teeth.
keep an eye on your teeth.
Take care of yourself.
You're the Boy Scout person.
Hey, super lady, come in.
Bienvenida.
Hola.
Bonita.
Así que es la señorita.
Sorry. They came with the apartment. I can't get rid of them.
They came with
Cute. In an obnoxious way.
That should get you where you need to go.
I think and I drink and it's a whole process.
All right, let me get you started.
Bye, super lady.
Second family connection that she's missing a lot. She's a nurse. Maybe she can help Jerry some way.
Ah, that would be kind of nice.
I want to know everything about IGH.
I hope she doesn't want to take any of them.
New coat. Looks good.
Someone got blood on my last one.
Good answer.
What kind of therapy do you do?
Hey, are octopuses your favorite animal?
Did you know octopuses have no bones?
How do you know so much about octopus genes?
My friend Dr. Carl told me.
There we go.
Dr. Carl.
Arrogant little girl.
I'm arrogant.
After everything I went through with your father.
Oh, God.
And you finally find a good man, a goddamn hero?
Turning around to her. Oh no.
Stop! Great, it is addicting.
Oh, I was gonna look up.
You never know.
Jessica.
Jessica.
Uh-oh.
Do you see her eyeballs?
Oh no.
Look at her enraged.
Whoa, look at that.
Hopefully there's no sharks in there.
Uh-oh, guys.
Those
It's
poor
gonna
fish.
go.
Oh, go. Oh. That's it.
No, that's how it ends.
That's it
Oh.
right there.
We wanted to see those special effects. No.
Oh, no.
Maybe the fish survived. At least it wasn't a shark tank, or was it?
Wow.
No, I just look like tropical fish, but
Not the fish. Man, yeah, so
Jeez.
she's on the right track, and he knew who she was. So
instantly,
Yes.
yeah.
Man, this
Yeah.
mystery girl too, like she just reacted right away and knew for a distraction to hit the glass and take off.
Right.
You know, and she told Jessica that, you know, she was defending pretty much IGH all along, right, when they met at the bar where she was supposed to meet Trish, but you know, she's like, they saved your life, you know, and so she's apparently going along with it.
I think so. Definitely. Wow.
Man, I know.
For that poor guy to be serving time in a mental institution for
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
crime he didn't commit, but he made him confess, and you know.
Yeah,
had a
why did he
low
fall
IQ.
for it? Because I
Yeah.
know he's mentally challenged, but there's more there where why is he protecting him? Because he was so nice to him all this time that he wants to do something good back and not realize the consequences he has to suffer for. But maybe because he can draw on everything and they're not bothering him in prison, that's why he's okay with it. Because he's like, well, I get this and you get
yes,
best
I
of
want
both
to do
worlds.
Yeah, he's content in there.
He is.
So she's good. She's a very good investigator, as we know. And I mean, even when she's on the phone and changes her voice to sound like someone completely different, and to be a therapist to this guy, I mean, she seemed like a different person. So that was good. And then she started getting the Jessica out and like interrogating her way. But you know, she went right back to staying calm and just, you know, trying to get it out of him.
Making sure the guards are where they are, and she goes, and she ropes him right back as a therapist, and yeah, she plays it perfectly. She plays the part perfectly, and for her to ask Oscar to get the ID to begin with, that's a tall order for him.
That's right, yeah, sure is.
Because he wants to be completely done with that, right? Like he doesn't want to get in trouble for that anymore, but he's still so good to her. I mean, it's crazy in just one episode how they went from hating each other, really just being at each other's throats, to really caring for each other.
That's right, yeah.
And how he still cares. I mean, even though I know it was hard because she was moving too forward for him, but he still really cares. And, you know, has his son around, his mom around, I guess. And I think that's really sweet to be like that and to risk his family.
That's right.
That's sure.
And he just, he just got out of jail too. So
yeah,
hopefully he doesn't come back to him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's done, and hopefully that's okay now, where he doesn't have to worry about that. But I'm so happy that Jessica's out of jail. I thought she'd be in there for a while, and we would just follow Trish and Malcolm. But everyone's kind of doing their own thing right now, because even Trish, like, how do you feel about that whole scenario with her and her fiance? And
well, when she said thank you and didn't say yes, I had a feeling there's more to it than her accepting it.
Do you think she's in the wrong for saying no? Do you think she should have said yes?
Well, you know what? If that's how she feels, I don't think she's in the wrong then. I mean, she's got to be honest with him,
And I feel that before the surprise party, the surprise, pop the question party, even for her mom, that was very nice of her mom to bail her out, be with her for 26 hours. She was sleeping. She was getting sick because of what she took. And, but her mom, she loves that. She feeds on that. So then she takes, and she takes ownership. She doesn't want Jessica, she's not looking at the whole picture, what actually happens, and to listen to her daughter. And, Jessica didn't do this, but Jessica is the enemy to mom, and she doesn't care. And she just wants her to get married and be happy. And, this is how it is. You have to have a perfect life. And, that's not Trish. I think she truly loves Griffin, but she's right in saying she wants to be him. She wants to have that career. She wants to be, respected in the community, and she wants what he has.
Yeah, I feel for her too, and it stinks. It's a hard place to be, but I think that was the best thing she could do. I mean, that was so romantic. I love what Griffin did, and I'm glad he's not a bad guy, because it was way too in her face when he was on the phone right after they made love, and he's like, hey, whatever he said, that was too straightforward that he's hiding something.
Yeah, and then he downloaded something on her computer after she was showing the video of so it was her. So I'm glad he was truly a nice guy.
Yes,
that's good.
And being in a nice party like that, all your loved ones around you, how can you say no? So I'm glad she didn't say no right then, because that is, I mean, everyone's watching. It shouldn't be about that. Like, your decision shouldn't be based on that, but how could it not at the same time? There's too much pressure. So I'm glad she said thank you. And they were happy, and it was good for a little bit, and then privately they were able to end it. I mean, it must have been awkward at the end of the party, because she probably left before the party ended, and they were like, all right, well, we're done now. But I think she handled it the best way possible, and I'm with her, because I like Griffin a lot, but she knows. I mean, going in there, she regretted, she was disappointed, and she had the feelings that weren't good for that moment.
That's right.
And she went by it, so...
Yeah, and the timing was so poor. I mean, he knows that this whole thing just happened. She had to get bailed out. I know timing's everything, and to have everybody come and do this, but she just got in trouble with Jessica.
And I know she wanted that interview, but I'm like, because now Jessica's still probably in jail. Like, Trish doesn't even know what's going on with Jessica, and her mom is doing anything possible to make sure that, don't worry about it. Like, she's going to be screwed either way. Like, you can't do anything to help her. And she's trying to defend her friend, but how immediately she turned face and she was just controlled by the mom. It was amazing how quick that happened. So it might be like a psychology thing too, where her mom just knows how to talk to her to be like, okay, that is the better decision. I have to be there for me, and lied about where they were going. So I was just amazed at how quick the mom just took control. So that's how it was when she was a kid too, with all the manipulation and stuff she'd make Trish do. And she still calls her Pats.
Yes,
that's right.
Still, she's living in the past, continuously living in the past, and that's what she loves about it. She loves to have that control and loves to be the center of her life. She doesn't want anyone else, sharing. She doesn't want to share her with anyone else. And for her to even dress her with a red short, you're going for an interview for a major, cable place. I mean, and that would have been a red flag for Trish too. I mean, it was a beautiful dress, but like,
not for that.
It's fine, but she just went along with it. She just completely just went with mom. So
exactly, with everything that she wanted to do, and even going into the party, she was holding on to her waist like full on a part of it. Like she's living through her daughter, and she's like acting like it's her life. I know she cares for her daughter, but at the same time, I feel like it's still selfish because she has to benefit from it, and she like hates what happened in her life, and she had a bad husband, so now she's trying to make it better. And I'm hoping she doesn't want Trish to go down the same path as her. That could definitely be it because she said that, but I'm kind of thinking she hates what she did in her life, so she's living through her daughter and now wants all the right decisions made in her eyes. So that's why she's not listening to Trish. Like, you don't know what you want what I want, kind of thing. And
and Griffin is a wonderful man. I mean, he's very supportive. He's hilarious. I love it. I love him with Jessica. I mean, if you can get along with Jessica, that's awesome. But you know, it was just poor timing, I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Jokingly, I think it is good that they broke up, and hopefully if he doesn't come back, if they don't reconnect, hopefully he doesn't come in, because I jokingly say that nice guys always die in this show, especially when they're not main characters. So I don't want it to end up like a Stranger Things type episode, because that was really sad to us. But yeah, so I'm glad he is a good person. He did something very nice, and hopefully that's it for his character, because otherwise he'll die if he comes back and they try to rekindle something, because then Trish will be like, yep, it wasn't meant to be. But I love Malcolm. Going to Malcolm, I love how he's an associate now. That's great.
Yes.
You know,
that's
he's
right.
such a help.
He is,
help.
and he did very well with Inez and brought her to Jerry, and Jerry's like, oh, I didn't know she had associates, you know. But yeah, he is just like so happy. You can just tell he's so happy.
And he is so good at his job too, because even confronting that lady, and then she has the TV, and I knew she was going to destroy it in front of him or do something to it, but how he still kept his cool, because he's so professional and knows like, well, that's not going to help me in this case. But in a normal situation, anyone would freak out. Like, you stole my TV, we're trying to help you, and you're just marching along, still trying to sell it while I'm right here. And then she bashes it in front of him. I would have been like, what the freak? What's your problem? You know, but that's not the way to get to her. So anyways, yeah, he's so professional. I think he's amazing. And yeah, so hopefully they'll learn more about this company. And, you know, Jerry, she's awesome.
Dr. Carl.
Yeah, so Jerry's really good at her job too, so hopefully she can get her talking, and we'll find out.
I hope so too, and I hope she doesn't use it for her own benefit to get somehow connected to drugs on her own for her own illness.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that.
Yeah, you know, that's a good point. I don't know, but we'll find out, I guess.
I don't know, and I really feel bad for Trish. I feel that she's going to go down this bad path. And
the freaking inhaler, yes. I mean, the way she was puking and stuff, it seemed like she was in withdrawal. So I'm like, oh, I hope that's not going to be a thing where she's going to like crave this. Because when she took the medicine last time, I was like, there was no point to that. 'Cause she was all like pumped up and like crazy, and then nothing came of it. Like, that didn't help at all. And now you're in withdrawal from it. So I'm like, oh, okay, so this is starting an addiction problem. And now it's bad because like people get upset. And sometimes they get physical, which is not good. And she got physical with her mom. She slapped her mom. So now I'm scared that she's going to this medicine to make herself feel better. And it's such an adrenaline rush that she's going to be so super strong that if she has those emotions again, if someone triggers her, who knows, one slap could kill someone or whatever. Like, I don't know. So it's just a terrible thing. Addiction is bad. And, yeah,
it is.
It's not good.
And Jessica's not going to, you know, now she's going to go back to her and say, okay, wait a second. Okay, so you guys aren't engaged and you're back to that. Why, you know, so she's going to, I think she's going to be a good support for Trish now too.
I agree. And I give her credit as well, because it is hard for Jessica in those situations. And you know, that was a big deal. So I'm glad she still smiled and stayed cool.
Yes.
That's right,
for Trish. That was good.
Yeah,
very good. So love you guys. Please like the video. Can't wait to watch more. And we'll see you very soon as always. Bye guys. Please subscribe.